My DJ canceled the day before my wedding because he was on the run.
Oh, no.
My now husband and I got married on September 6th. It was a beautiful ceremony and one of the best days of my life. But there was one little snag of hiring a bad DJ. I figured it might make for a good story here, so please enjoy it. And spoiler alert, there is a happy ending. We hired a DJ who we met in 2022 at my now brother-in-law's wedding. He did a great job and was communicative and showed up on time, followed their request, and was overall just a great vendor for them to work with. It was almost a no-brainer that my now husband and I would hire the same DJ, as his rates were good and we had seen his job performance before, and he had a good reference. We hired him and paid in full 9 months in advance. 2 weeks before the wedding, he is texting my now husband, confirming all the details. He asks about lighting configurations and outlets at the venue, parking for the trailer. He's acting totally normal, and my now husband and I think everything's fine. We have no reason to believe otherwise. And by the way, this story comes from Just Throwaway 67. If you want to submit your own stories, go to our subreddit. I'm Dakota.
I'm Keon, and we have a very special guest returning back. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes, it's the man in the purple suit, Jonathan Molo.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me back. I'm so grateful.
Oh.
Yes.
We are glad to have you back.
Let's go.
But we've got a little more story here. The day before our wedding, we're confirming final details and calling people to make sure they know where to go and what to do and making all our final contacts to our vendors. My husband gets a text at 9 in the morning, the day before our wedding,
Ouch.
that our DJ is afraid to come to our state due to threats made against his person.
Oh.
Weird. What?
I mean, I feel like magicians would have to deal with that from like really like traditional people who believe like magic is evil.
Oh, we're the devil.
And they're like, if you bring your magic around my family, it'll be the last thing you do.
Yes, but you already paid your deposit, so yeah. Sorry,
Exactly.
So sad.
9 months in advance, this guy got paid. That's crazy.
Oh, crazy.
The DJ sends a long text telling my husband about his worries about his health and safety and the unfairness of the situation and how a refund would be coming if we'd like. Well, at least he's giving you the option to get your money back. Okay, so now it's a little over 24 hours before we walk down the aisle, so we are both freaking out. My husband called the DJ, and he admits that instead of the mafia being after him, which that was our initial thought, he's actually wanted on felony charges in our state and has an active arrest warrant.
Oh my gosh.
The DJ assures us that these are nonviolent crimes, and we tell him we're going to have to call him back. So we look him up in our state's open records, and we find that it is mostly petty charges, driving without insurance multiple times since 2023 and unpaid speeding tickets. But then comes the bigger charge, possession of the devil's leaf.
Oh, yeah.
The green leaf.
Oh, no.
Come on. Not a lot was found in his car based on the level of misdemeanor, but then he takes it a step further, and 2 months before our wedding, decides to jump his bail and flee the state.
Let's go. Oh, it's not good. It's not good.
And, you know, it's a gray area in life when you run away from the... I mean, come on. Who's getting charged for that? It's 2026. Who's getting charged?
I feel like, I thought, I was expecting like, you know, the movie Now You See Me, you know,
Oh,
magicians
yes.
stealing like...
Which is a horrible movie. It's a horrible movie. But I guess my question is he knew this information before he got hired.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, and does it say he gave back their money, their refund?
So, yeah, he did offer them a refund. So it looks like 2 months before the wedding happened is when he, like, jumped ship and got out and left. So I guess they paid in advance, like, way before that. That's good. He's a good guy. He's literally like, I'll just give you your money back, dude. I'm just not going back there. They're going to arrest me.
He seems a little shady to me. Just a little bit.
That's just a little. Pay your car insurance, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm most hooked on. I'm like, are you serious? So if you crashed into me, what? I'm just on the hook now? This guy.
You know what? Perspective. I love it.
So he is now just taken a misdemeanor to a felony by crossing state lines.
Oh, sheesh.
And he now has an active arrest warrant out for him. We are both very upset at this point. This DJ knows the industry and knows how hard it is to find a replacement short term, and he's known for months that he's not able to enter our state legally.
See, told you.
Now, I do just want to point out, OP, I think this guy's got more important things to deal with on his plate right now than like, oh, I'm inconveniencing these guys. He's like, I'm trying not to go to prison.
Yes,
So-
I agree with you, but the thing is he knew already, and this is what I do. I deceive, and he like deceived these people. Even though I'm wondering if he would really give them money back. It seems like he's a dishonest person.
I feel like
Sorry, not sorry.
he probably wouldn't give it all back. You know?
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, well, it says right here there's a non-refundable deposit. It's like, dude, I'm gonna call the feds and get you arrested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is true. Just a week, even a week, like 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
A day before, it's like impossible.
Listen,
You're right. That was
modern day DJs very easy. Give me my phone. Give me the speaker. We're good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank
you could run that.
You're gonna get a lot of
immediately.
hate mail from the DJs out there. They go, what?
They're gonna say,
Nah.
stop telling them our secrets.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, cha-cha slide queued up. We're good.
There you go. Hey,
Yeah,
that's a Filipino thing. Yes.
Cha-cha slide for
My
5
Filipino-
hours.
There you go.
So, had he told us earlier, we could have prepared better. And these are the consequences of his own actions. Warrants don't just pop up out of nowhere. Usually. It's not like someone forced him to jump bail or forced him to not tell us earlier than 9 in the morning the day before we get married. We call him back, and his first solution is this. His sister will drive him and his equipment over the state line in the late afternoon on Friday so he can perform the work laid out in the contract.
Wow.
Now you're implicating your sister?
That's so crazy.
It's a family business.
It is a family business. Yes.
Family conspiracy.
Oh.
And he can't check into a hotel due to his warrant, so he'll just sleep in the woods behind the venue.
Oh, he has a plan. I love the plan. He's an outdoorsy kind of guy.
I just want to get a little fresh air. I love the smell of freedom.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Then, the next morning, he'll wake up and do the whole DJ thing. He also offers that he'd be more than happy to stay with us at our home.
I'll be more than happy to stay
Wow.
in your house.
What a sweet guy.
Oh my God,
Wow.
this guy is losing it. If he's at this point, maybe I'll stay at your place.
I need his number. I'm going to hire him for my
Honestly,
next
this
event.
guy seems like he can commit to the bit, honestly. So,
You gotta commit to the bit.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Since he doesn't have a valid license and is running from the law, he can't drive himself home. So he plans on just having my now husband just bring him back over the state line, essentially the crime of aiding and abetting. He assures us this is a great plan, and the pressure is building on our end.
he's a salesman.
Yes. I think he's a liar, to be honest with you.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But, he's, again, like I said, he's committing to the bit. This guy's saying,
You're right.
no, I can do this for you. You go and do this for me. I'm doing this for
Yeah,
you.
right.
He's like, I will risk my life and limb for you. This
Yes.
guy's gonna go out. You're gonna release this man into the woods and never see him again.
Well, don't tell me there's more to this story. Is there more to this story?
There
Does
is
this
a
go
little
on?
more.
Oh my
We gotta
gosh.
find out what they did.
Sheesh.
I gotta assume they did not go with this guy.
I'm sure they didn't.
So, it is now noon, the day before our wedding, and we start making frantic calls to family and friends to see who might have equipment or knowledge about how to run said equipment. My husband calls his best friend since middle school, and he has a friend who has the full DJ setup with speakers and lights. My husband was worried that the original DJ wouldn't get our taste in music right, so he's already built the perfect playlist for our wedding. So it's essentially just plug and play from this point forward.
What'd
Easy.
I say? What'd I
Easy.
say?
Yes. Easy.
Why aren't you guys even hiring a DJ?
I'm a
Yeah.
modern day DJ.
You should hire a magician. That's what you
Yeah.
should hire. Yes.
Yeah,
Magician.
100%.
It's a DJ for your brain.
Yeah, I'm going to trademark that.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
Yes,
I'm
you're
gonna
welcome.
Write it down.
At the end of the day, we saved by having great friends, and the power of friendship has won again. And by the way, you and all your friends can listen to more episodes like this on iHeartRadio or wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search OK Storytime. Let's finish this story. We'll be getting our refund around Christmas, but if we don't, then we're just out the money. Obviously, the DJ doesn't show up for court, so there's no point in doing small claims court. We had the suggestion made to call him to our state and have him arrested by local law enforcement, but we decided against that as it's not the kind of entertainment we want at our wedding. We had a song called Degenerates on our wedding playlist, and we asked our new and improved DJ with no active warrants to make a quick announcement that this song was dedicated to our DJ, our old DJ. Overall, what do you guys think? And that is the end of that. I do think he should have told you once he fled the state.
He should have told them when he got hired. Like, he knew. He knew.
Maybe he thought he was gonna it's like that'll take care of itself.
But
At the point you're running from the state, you need to let the people in your calendar know, hey, I won't be here for that unless you want to have your wedding somewhere else.
No, you're right.
If you come to me,
exactly.
That's what it's all about.
That just seems like not a good. Regardless, well, so this is what my wife always tells me. She tells me say less, and I think the DJ said more than what they needed to know.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
You could have just been like, I'm completely unavailable. I'm so sorry.
Absolutely.
It just can't
You wanted to
happen.
tell a
I'll
story.
refund you.
Doesn't that?
He thought being like,
Yeah.
I'm a felon.
Yeah.
You understand, right? You'll be cool. I'll give you your money back, probably.
I'm cool with that. I like a story.
I do like the say less is a good.
Let's write it down, everybody.
Can be a
Write
good
it down.
technique, yeah. My pushy relative kept begging me to attend my wedding, even though I kept on saying no.
Oh. Okay. No means no.
I had a very small destination wedding about 10 hours from my hometown, but only 2 hours from a fairly major city, which is where most of the guests flew into. It's also where my dad's cousin and her husband live. This woman is one of the most insufferable, outspoken, overbearing people I have ever met in my life, and I wouldn't have wanted her at my wedding, even if it had been a much larger wedding with a much, much larger guest list. She pestered my parents relentlessly about coming to the wedding, to which the reply was always, sorry, we're not allowed to have more than X number of people on the property, including the photographers and caterers and blah, 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 and we just cannot facilitate any more guests. We should have known then how desperate she was to come, but figured it would eventually sink in that she would not be attending no matter how much she begged. And by the way, this comes from user Hellfire Me, and if you want to submit your own stories, you go to our subreddit. I'm Dakota.
I'm Keon, and we have a special guest here returning. Could you go ahead and introduce yourself and let the people know who you are?
Yes. It's the man in the purple suit, Jonathan Molo. Thank you so much for having me again.
Thank you for being here, Jonathan. We are excited. And OP says, months later, my mom and I drove into the town where the wedding would be 2 days prior to begin preparations. As a compromise of sorts, we told this cousin that we would meet her and her husband for dinner and catch up if they wanted to make the drive over to the evening we arrived, which was a big mistake.
Oh, no.
They very much did want to drive over and meet us for dinner, so we grabbed a bite with them and tried to part ways, only to be told that totally spontaneously and not at all with an agenda, that they went ahead and booked a hotel and just decided to make a weekend getaway out of it.
Somebody doesn't have boundaries, it sounds.
Yes, no boundaries and definitely no motives beyond having a fun weekend doing stuff that doesn't involve going to our wedding. Dad's cousin once again tried to force her way into getting a wedding invite for herself and her husband, and we reiterated that she could not attend. We parted ways, and I hoped that might be the end of it, if only that had been the case. The next morning, my family and the bridal party started arriving. My mom and I left our hotel to walk around town and then meet up with my brother and his family, who I had not seen in about a year and was beyond excited to reunite with. Moments before their arrival, who comes strolling up? Yeah, Dad's cousin.
Wow.
Who has immediately inserted herself into the reunion with my family and interjecting herself so loudly the entire time. It just absolutely ruined an otherwise sweet and wonderful moment. We said our goodbyes to her, but instead, she decides to attach herself to us and followed us everywhere the entire rest of the morning and afternoon, forcing herself into every subsequent reunion and festivity. Hey, I have a question for you, OP. Why didn't you tell her no? Like, why didn't you just say, leave me alone. This is why you're not invited. Look at what you're doing.
This sounds like a Filipino family. It really does. It really does. It sounds like one of my aunties. Yeah, and we're always taught to like, this is my mom. Sorry, Mom. Jonathan, just respect your elders. And, you know,
Mano po.
yeah,
you know?
opo, Mom. Yeah, you just kind of like, yeah, just let them do it because they're older than you. Are you Filipino, OP? Are you? Who knows?
There's always a lot of
you, OP.
There's always a lot of stories where you go, They're Filipino.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't said it, but come on. They have to be.
Yeah, because we'll do the passive aggressive thing. That's what we love to do. So we'll just like, at that wedding, we would just be passive aggressive, not
Just
wanting
be
them
like,
to be
thank
there.
you. And we want to have a special thanks to our auntie here who somehow made her way into the wedding despite not being invited at any point. Look at her go.
Jonathan knows this. We love to be dramatic.
Yes.
Yes. It's like honestly like a K-drama or a Filipino drama.
It is like
Novellas,
Filipino-
telenovela,
literally.
That's what we love to do. That's why I became a magician. I love the drama.
There is a lot of drama
There is.
in the magic.
Oh,
It
yes.
does.
Yes.
So, the worst moment that finally pushed me over the edge came during a late lunch. We had been walking around all day, and I was getting tired and hungry and crabby. So my sister-in-law, the bridesmaids, and I found an adorable little taco place with a beautiful patio and decided to grab a bite to eat outside. She followed us in and sat right down with us, and then proceeded to comment on every single thing I did for the entire meal.
What do you mean by every single thing you did? Like, oh, she's putting it in her mouth. Oh, she's chewing. Oh, she's swallowing. You go, what?
It's a Filipino auntie. I can guarantee it. It's Filipino.
The two comments that still stick out were, you're sure going to be a beautiful lobster with the sunburn you're going to get eating outside like this, as we sat fully shaded under two giant umbrellas. And after I ordered 2 street tacos, I guess making sure you fit into your dress never occurred to you if you're going to be eating all of that. At this point, my blood was boiling, and I was genuinely becoming convinced she was showing up at my wedding the next day, one way or another, no matter what we told her. So I stood up after paying and told her it was going to be bridal party only from that point forward, and we booked it, leaving her behind. It would be so great if that were the end.
Oh, no.
But she and her husband genuinely did show up at the venue that evening with gifts in hand moments before the rehearsal dinner started. They were fully dressed and ready to be a part of the event.
What is going through their minds?
They have to be so delusional, right? The self-embarrassment I would have after having it been made so clear, I shouldn't be here, and then just showing up with gifts, dressed to the nines.
You mean to tell me the person who was told no numerous times actually showed up, got there somehow, some way, is saying, yeah, you know what? We won't go full 100. We'll just take it easy. We won't come up and,
It's the lack of boundaries.
They don't care.
It's the lack of boundaries.
maybe
Some people just don't have that sense. It really is. It's a lack of boundaries. That's all it was.
Yeah, maybe they're thinking well, it's the rehearsal dinner. It's not the wedding.
Yeah. They'll
We thought we'd just show up to the rehearsal dinner, and then if it went well, you could let us come tomorrow.
say it in a Filipino accent. I think that's a little bit more accurate.
So she went around to every single person there, telling them about how much it would mean to her to be there at the wedding, and said no less than 10 times, I promise I don't even have to be in the room. I would be more than happy to stand outside looking through the windows if I could only just watch.
Oh,
Jeez Louise.
goodness.
What do you see? What do you even say to that? We've got a little bit more story left. Please tell me. What at this point? What are they going to do? Like a Mission Impossible style break into the wedding? They're going to rappel down from the roof to.
That would be awesome. A little show. They got gifts. Did you hear they got gifts still?
Yeah, they're bringing more gifts. Oh my God,
That's crazy.
So finally, God bless him, my very confrontational and authoritative brother stepped in and reminded her in no uncertain terms that she was not invited and would not be showing up. She finally left, and thankfully we did not hear from her again that weekend. We did it. Thank you, brother.
Bravo.
Thank you, confrontational brother.
There we go.
She did, however, show up at my house years later while visiting other family in town because she knew I had had my son recently, and she just had to meet him. Then the very next day texted us to tell us she had tested positive for the vid that morning.
Oh, no. What?
She knew what she was doing.
What a twist.
She keeps getting worse and worse.
Who is this person?
I have not seen her since and really, really don't want to see her again, although she has a knack for popping up no matter how hard you try to avoid her. And that's the end of that. Well, I wish you the best of luck in continuing to avoid her. That's for sure.
Wow. Oh, this is. I didn't know this episode was a horror story episode.
Yeah, apparently this is felonious DJs and horrific Filipino auntie episodes.
Yes.
Auntie.
No, but seriously, like this is. They make movies about this. Like you know,
Like
all
just
of a sudden the auntie comes out of the shadows and uninvited in different
there was,
situations.
who is the actress? It wasn't. I don't think it was Octavia Spencer. There was some movie they made a while ago called like Ma.
It is Octavia Spencer.
And it was basically the concept of the movie is like some like lonely woman like just starts to like throw parties for like kids.
What?
Like
Whoa.
for like high schoolers to like
Okay.
get like so they can get like messed up and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she like just like loses her mind and is like it's like a Norman Bates like psycho type of like
Oh, no.
situation. She's like trying to like you know bury these kids in the woods or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
sheesh.
Like
That's very
weird.
aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's 'cause just because she wanted to be cool. And it was once they stopped, they were like, actually, you're weird and we're done
Yeah, and then
letting
that's
you
when
throw
she-
parties for us. That's when she like loses it. Yeah, she goes crazy.
That's scary. All right, now I'm gonna have nightmares because of this episode. Thank you guys.
Yeah. It's
Thank
the
you.
nightmare episode
Oh my goodness.
with Jonathan Molo.
Oh yes.
My client tried to scam me months after I gave her my service. I am currently finishing up a commission of hand-painted wedding signs for a friend of a friend. So far, the bride-to-be has been super lovely and very understanding of some issues faced along the way. As a background, I'm really good at what I do, but I am not a trained professional. I am very open and honest with this. I also suffer from nerve damage in my upper back, neck, and left shoulder, plus frequently get RSI. So, small tiny text in print style font can be difficult to accomplish. Something I'm also honest about, if you want a print style text, it will not be 100% perfect and look like it has been printed anyway. A few years ago, I was commissioned by a coworker to paint 2 large signs for their daughter's wedding. She wanted print-only text. I explained how it wouldn't really be 100% perfect, but she said she was fine with that and that it would give a handmade feel. About 35 hours later and a lot of physical pain, the signs are completed. She's happy with them and she's gushing over them when I deliver them in person. The signs were completed, delivered, and paid for, which was $200, including the canvases and paint, with 2 months left until the wedding. The big day comes and goes. I see photos from my coworker. The signs looked beautiful, as did the whole day. Then about 6 weeks later, I get a message from the new bride stating she had noticed imperfections in the signs, some of the letters being slightly uneven or bigger than others, and she agreed it wasn't too noticeable, but others had apparently commented on it, and she was requesting a partial refund of $100.
Oh.
Has anyone ever done that with you, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Oh, ask for a refund?
Or
Has
like a
anyone been like,
partial refund?
I actually knew where that card was the whole time, so
I
I'd
got
like
you,
a little bit
yeah.
of money back.
No, they haven't. I think the closest that I've gotten is just circumstances. For example, if their event canceled or something,
Yeah.
they would ask for a refund. But I think just as long as I blew their mind, you know.
Yeah, that's good. So you're doing the magic good enough. No one's asking for a
Yeah,
refund.
absolutely. I do offer 100% money back guarantee. So you know. Hey.
Imagine you just do it and it's like a puff of smoke and it's just back in your hands.
Okay,
and
don't tell them the tricks, bro.
they're like,
What
that
is-
was so impressive. You can actually just keep the money.
Yes.
That was
No, I need the money. I do this for a living.
so. I explained that to give her a refund meant that I'd only be paid $30 for my work. $30 for 35 hours of work and physical pain. She had 2 months to tell me she was unhappy, but didn't, and that she herself loved the signs. I also reminded her of our earlier communication. Because of the style of the font she chose, it would not be perfect, and she was made aware of this. So I denied her refund. She blocked me, and I thought, hey, that's that. Until a few days later when I received a notification from my bank, and she had requested a chargeback.
What nerve. Jeez.
Come on.
Wow.
Like,
That's,
you think that's going to work?
yeah.
You're not doing this to like an Amazon purchase. She's got the receipts.
Yeah.
She's got the proof.
Not cool.
Yeah, OP says, This was easily disputed with my screenshots of our conversations and photos of the actual signs. Her chargeback was denied.
Hey, that's good.
Yes, we don't like people ripping off small businesses.
What are you doing? Yeah.
That coworker stopped speaking to me at work. What I figured that would happen anyway. It turns out this new bride had requested partial refunds from every single vendor and service received for her wedding.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. See what happens? That's rude.
That is rude.
That's rude.
The venue, the catering, the photographer, her hair, makeup artist, the list goes on.
She did it after?
Yeah. It's like, look, if your catering brings you the wrong food, go ahead, refund. It doesn't take into consider doesn't consider allergies that we're previously talking about. Get the refund. Your hairstylist messes up your hair and you gotta chop it all off.
Yeah,
a big refund for that, I'd hope. But like,
she had everything in writing though. Yeah, she had Yeah, they were just trying to say they knew ahead of time. They definitely knew ahead of time that this is what their grift was gonna be.
Yeah. They probably read this somewhere and they're like, "Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Well, that's so
we'll
rude.
defraud all the people who work for us.
So rude.
All the people who worked hard to make our day special.
The audacity."
Yes. So she chose to leave her job and become a full-time dog breeder, which was not working out. The majority of her wedding was paid. I'm sorry, what? The majority of her wedding was paid for by her credit card, which now she's in debt fighting with her new husband over her excessive spending. Apparently, he had given her full reign to do whatever she wanted as long as she didn't bother him with organizing it. Oh,
well, that sounds like a good marriage.
Woo, what a great start.
That story is coming together, though. Can't you see it?
I do. I see.
She's trying to backtrack. Her now husband didn't know her spending habits. Now she's trying to fix it by ripping off the vendors.
Yeah. Oh man.
What a dishonest
you
person.
made your bed, Mr. Husband.
Yeah.
You went, do whatever you want, just don't bother me. And now he's like, you spent what? You spent what on the wedding? Call him. Get your money back. You wasn't that good.
I know that guy. Yeah. Sounds familiar.
To go into debt over one day is ridiculous in and of itself, but to try and scam the small businesses and people doing you favors is another.
Clock it.
Absolutely. Get clocked. Get clocked. That's what the kids are doing now.
Oh, am I cool now? Am I cool?
We're cool.
Oh, we're cool. Oh my gosh, I'm cool.
You've always been cool.
Where's my kids at? They need to hear I'm cool.
In the purple suit.
Oh, thank you.
I let my kid ruin someone's theater experience because she was being difficult.
Oh.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. My mom bought tickets to The Lion King on Broadway for her, me, 38 female, and my 5-year-old son. It was the matinee show, and I took off work around lunchtime to meet them at the theater. My mom had forgotten to feed my son, and he was starving. The theater was filled with children and families, and to my surprise, they were selling snacks, like crackers and candy, along with Slurpees and other more adult beverages.
For a reasonable price, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For $38, you can have one Ritz cracker.
I'm hungry.
It was too late to get anything before the show, so I told my son to just hang in there. Shortly after we sat down, a lady came in with 2 tweens and sat in front of us. She kept glancing sharply back at us, and I'm not sure why. My son was talking excitedly, but at a normal volume, not any louder than other people. At one point, she spun around and asked, "Is he taking my seat?"
Oh, no. Is that a Karen I hear?
The sound.
The Karen.
It's another animal from the Lion King show. It's the wild Karen.
Ooh, rawr.
A very shrill call. He was sitting right next to me, and he was absolutely not taking her seat, though he was swinging his feet a bit. He was up on a booster seat provided by the theater, and his little legs were not even long enough to reach. I said no, and she spun back around. I quietly told him to stop swinging his legs, and he did. And by the way, this comes from Alice the May, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to our subreddit. I'm Dakota.
I'm Keon, and we have a very special guest returning back. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes, it's the man in the purple suit, Jonathan Molo. Thank you so much for having me again. Had so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for being back. Thank you for coming back, Jonathan. And well, let's see what OP says here.
All right.
As the show started, my son was absolutely rapt. When all the animals came down the aisle, he gasped and said, "Mommy, look!" Come on,
That's
dude.
adorable.
Come on.
That's adorable.
Oh,
No
I
one
don't
can
wanna-
hate on that.
Just end the story there because that my heart's happy.
Yeah, the whimsy.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Later, when the monkey talks to the audience and asks a question, he answered back.
Oh my god.
And he was not the only kid to do so.
Oh.
Oh.
Both times, this woman spun around and looked at us with daggers in her eyes.
Get out of here, Karen. Get out of here.
Get out of here. I'd do like a Three Stooges and I'd go.
Oh
and
yes.
She'd go. And then I'd go to jail. But
Oh, that's okay. It was worth it.
she would learn her lesson.
Yes, get out of here.
Anyway, he did not say anything else during the show. But at intermission, he looked at me with big eyes and said, "I'm really hungry."
Oh.
So I ran to the concession stand and I got him a small bag of veggie straws. I would never, ever in a million years have brought veggie straws into a theater because they are crunchy. They make the noise. But they were selling them along with other crunchy things. So I thought, okay, this is just how they roll at this matinee. I got back just in time for the curtain. He started eating as the show resumed. Crunchy, crunch, crunch. And I could see the lady's shoulders twitch. There were rustling, crunching, eating sounds coming from elsewhere as other people were also consuming their snacks, but my son was right behind her. Normally, I would have stopped him, even as hungry as he was, but I did not. He got through about 3/4 of the bag before she cracked and turned around, huffing somewhat loudly. "Can you please keep him quiet? This is a sacred space."
Sacred space?
Girl, it's a matinee.
Get out of here.
And I hissed back, "Mind your business. Why don't you just mind your own business?"
Get it. Do it.
Her comment and my response was the first time anybody nearby had noticed anything was going on. A few people sort of half turned around and then quickly turned back to the show. My mom, who was on the other side of my son, didn't notice anything. And my son was so into the show that he was totally oblivious. I mean, he's also 5.
Yeah. And that's a good thing that he didn't notice somebody being not a very nice person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know when the complex might just start up. It's like some uppity, huffy woman in the theater turns around and says, don't do that. And then suddenly like, oh, I'm going to be a chronic people pleaser for the rest of my life. It's like, you never know.
No, you're not going to prove it to them. But we just discussed this, the last story. Like, oh, well, not last story, but we discussed how people lose their whimsy.
Yeah.
And that lady clearly lost her whimsy, and along with other things like her mind.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, come on, I got
goodness.
a starving 5-year-old. He's eating veggie straws. Come on.
She just hates life. I think she hates life.
A
Get
little
out of here.
bit, yeah. Those they do. He happily was crunching his way through the rest of the bag while the lady continued to twitch. I was prepared for a confrontation on the way out, but she booked it out of there. I think she was scared of me after I hissed back at her. In summary, I let my kid ruin someone's theater experience because she was rude. Am I the a-hole?
No, you're not.
No, dude, she ruined her own theater
Absolutely.
experience. Come on.
She should have left earlier than that. Get out of here. If
Yeah.
you're not happy, go. You have a choice to either stay or go. Just go.
Yeah,
Very
truly.
It seems like she was more hyperfixated on the kid behind her than the
Yeah.
actual show.
But doesn't
Yeah.
that make it worse though? Like
yeah.
you're yeah. There's people like that exist among us.
You gotta put on the mental filter sometimes.
Ugh.
You're like, this is a sacred place. Don't let your child eat veggie straws within earshot of me. And it's like, hey, just shut up, dude.
Exactly.
Turn around, shut up.
Exactly.
It's-
Amen.
You look at what do I got? I got 10 pounds of veggie straws he's gonna chomp through? It's a bag.
Yeah.
It's snacks. They sell it.
And kids can't eat through 10 pounds of veggie straws. It's not possible.
I would sure hope not. Can't imagine. I mean, it's healthier
I
than
can.
other stuff, but my
Yeah.
God.
No. Yeah.